14th, and we will have a final exam on the week 17th. So it's kind of like so we will have a final exam on the 30th of December, December 30th, and just like midterm. So please bring your laptop or tablet for the final exam. Okay. We have 2 weeks more to go before we have a final exam. Okay. And I always remind you to please take care of your attendance. So please check regularly on the Tron class and your school system. It's supposed to be the same. Okay. The school regulation is 17, so the maximum is 17 hours. So if you are um, more than 17 hours skip the class, I think that you don't need to come again. So you don't need to come. I mean, it's like because in the end the school gonna be fail you. It's not because not for me. It's because of your attendance. Okay, so today we will talk about, last week we talked about a bit about finance, accounting functions, and today we will talking about the marketing function. Okay, I think this is very, the marketing is like the core of the management, course. So the marketing is very crucial activity, especially since the mid 20th century. And usually marketing is focuses on understanding what consumers need and make sure those needs are met by overseeing production, distribution, and sales. So whatever, if you have a good teams, or you have a good factory, good very high-tech machines, but there is no product sold, so it doesn't mean anything. Okay, so the marketing is very crucial activity. If you would like to have a high salary, you can be a marketer. It's like when I was my first job. When I just 2013, when I go to the company, I become the management trainee MT, and then I go to the factory as a production supervisor because of my background is agro-industrial engineering. So I go to the factory, but my friend that goes to the same year, and he is a sales and marketing. Their salary is much higher than me, and then they have the job is pretty much fast to get promoted. And or some company, like my company before, they also give a car to the sales marketing because they need to mobile. So the company give them like a car so they can drive to meet the clients. So in marketing, if you would like to have a high salary, especially if you are how do you say it? Like to connect with people, meet a lot of people, I think the marketing is a good choice for you. So the marketing main goals are, first one is produce what people want. So and make sure that product meet real consumer needs. Okay, you don't need to, the marketing now not only just you sell the product, they buy the product, no, but nowadays you need to maintain they know what the customer wants, okay, what they really want, and then you try to accommodate what they want. Somehow they also, the marketer and sales, they also need to understand the packaging of the product. Some of the insights, some of the suggestion, they really the suggestion come from sales department and then they pass to the production, okay, including attractive packaging. So make the product appealing to the consumers, okay. Efficient distribution to overcome the challenges of getting product from producer to consumers, including storage and transport. This is also part of the marketing. Profitable sales. Of course, is it the profitable sales is the main goal of the marketing. They need to sell the products at prices that make sure it has a profit. So you're not doing charity, okay? When you are being sales or marketers, you are not doing charity. So you donate. Oh, this is like 1,000 NTD, for example, and then you sell. Oh, this is for you, so only 500, and then you do not gain anything, any profit. So this is not true. So marketing, of course, you need to make profitable sales. So sell product at prices that make sure a profit using effective wholesaling and retailing. And then this is the last thing. This is the most important thing is make your consumer at least remember your product. Okay, make your consumer at least remember your product. This is very difficult. Okay, go. So one of the example, the marketing or attractive packaging make product appealing to the consumers. I think I have some of the videos.
Innovative Packaging Design Ideas Part 3. Looking at this packaging, it seems as this bear is eating my biscuits. This is best packaging to attract children. This toothpaste packaging is very useful. It is different in appearance. Now it will not take time to take out toothpaste. This tomato packaging looks cute. This cute animal has a tomato in his mouth. In this chips packaging, it seems as if it is your hand that is picking up the chips. I like the concept of this banana drink packaging. Just like a banana has to be peeled, peel it before drinking. This juice packaging is amazing. It looks like the original fruit is being drunk. This glass packaging is amazing. It looks like a real animal's nose.
So this is some of the product they have a very unique and attractive packaging. I remember that a couple, I don't know, is it Lay's, the snack Lay's, they have like a very smile, in their packaging there is a smile, mouth, and then there is some of, when they're lunch, a lot of people, they put the Lay's in front of their face and then take it to the social media. This is also very, how do you say it, eye-catching packaging. Okay? So this is some example, the eye-catching packaging. Just another example, I think it's like, okay, so this is also some of the example of the product. Cadbury's is chocolate, and then they have like some of the picture here. They say that they have like because like if you buy a chocolate you need to how do you say break it, right? Break it before you tear apart so you can eat it one by one, or maybe you cannot eat it one times. So you just put it, the rest in the, or you would like to share to others. So the Cadbury, the dairy milk, they have the packaging like the how do you say it? Like the sign, like first who remembers everyone's birthday. So they have to keep the biggest portion, and then who signed the card. They have the smallest portion. So I think this is also very unique. And this one, who cook? So who cook have the biggest portion, and who clean like a smaller but bigger than who ate. So this is kind of like some of the interesting packaging idea. Okay. Also several products like this one. This is very beautiful. Tea. They have a very colorful, and they have every color for different flavor. Okay. So make product appealing to the consumer is very important. Okay, make your consumer at least remember your product. This is also very important. Make your consumer at least remember your product. There's a Dracula movie, and anyone has. So it's pretty much well-known movie. It's a Dracula. If you see here, there is no. In the morning, it's just like a sum of knife. They don't put it randomly, but in the evening, they are trying to. They shape into in the morning like this one, they have like a random knife and then some of like a blood. But in the evening, they are shaped because of the shadow. They shape into some the Dracula faces with along with the how do you say the sharp teeth. So this is pretty much cool. So you remember, maybe you will not pay attention much in the morning, but after you how do you say in the evening, you pass many times. Oh, this is like a Dracula advertisement. This is also pretty much cool, and then people will easy to remember. Oh, this is very cool. This is a new interesting advertisement idea. Okay. Another example, make your consumer at least remember your product. Coca-Cola Happiness Machine. I think this is very well known, and is there at that time they campaign the Coca-Cola Happiness Machine. Like usually, like in our school, we have a different. I think here there is a vending machine, so you can order the machine, the several drinks, right? And Coca-Cola also have their own vending machine, and they, at the time they launched Coca-Cola Happiness Machine. So what is it? So let's take a look. Okay, so actually, this is like the vending machine is just for fun. It's just a joke that there is a person inside a vending machine, and then when they are ordered Coca-Cola, the people like give a random how do you say gift? Like for example, this one I give a Subway, and they give us random stuff, and then there's of course the people gonna be loved, and then they try to what will I have, and then they give some another gift that not really related to Coca-Cola. Some of them they give related with Coca-Cola, like they pour it in the glass with full of ice. So since there's a lot of people, they would like to try. What is it? What kind of random stuff you will get? So this is that even they don't really relate it with any Coca-Cola product. So they at that time there's a Coca-Cola Happiness Machine in the Oslo. So and then I found it in the several countries. They also have these several things. Okay, so if you would like notice that marketing is not about selling. Actually, there is a sales and marketing. Something is totally different. Marketing sometimes is related with advertisement. Actually, when I was studying bachelor degree, there is a I attended one course. It's very unique. It's about a product positioning. So, if you notice product positioning, if you would like to, if you go to the supermarket, I believe that all of you go to the supermarket, right? If you notice, if you go to the supermarket, there is a shelf. The one that the product that have the higher price, more expensive, they will put in the upper shelf because it's like should be the same as our eyes or adult eyes. So, for example, if there is a product like 1,500, 300, the 1,000 they will put it in the higher rack, higher shelf. Why? Because actually, it's a very common sense. Like nobody would like to, how do you say, doing research until they need to how they bow themselves to find a product. So that's the thing that we need to positioning our product well in the supermarket. And if you will also notice, if you have anyone have like a sibling, like a still kids, like a 5 years, 6 years old, like a children, they will put snack or how to say kids product, and especially the expensive one in the cashier. If you notice, if you in the cashier, like because in the cashier, usually mom and their children they will queue together to pay, right? And then when the kid into the cashier, near the cashier want to pay the money and the children see the product near the cashier, they will would like to buy it, and then if their mom or their parent do not give to them, they will cry. And then like the mom is gonna be panic like, oh my god, okay, you can have it. So this one. And then also at that time they say that positioning also important for the stuff that you most likely forget. For example, in the cashier, usually for the how do you say razor for chef for male, they will put in nearby the cashier for something that you would like to how do you say it forget, easy to forget. They will put in the cashier. So oh okay, I did this one. Okay, or maybe if you go to the 7-Eleven, why the cigarette, they always put it there, cigarette, because actually to avoid stealing, the stealing man usually like they addicted to the cigarette, and then also to because it just to because they have a lot of kind of cigarette, right? They just point and then easy to number and then you give it to the customer. So marketing actually is not about selling the product; they also advertising. It's very wide scope. Like what I said when I was study also study about positioning, product positioning. So even the color, if you would go to the supermarket, they will classify based on the, for example, noodles. They all noodles, right? And then the others like rice. They're gonna be like the how do you say in the beside. They're gonna be like rice and then shampoo. No, they're gonna be like a classified based on their product category and color. Usually they put based on their color. So this is very common, like the marketing advertisement involving our psychological behavior. Okay. Now it's 9:32. Let's have first our attendance first. Check first. Let's start from IB. Please scan the QR code for the first hour attendance. This is IB. Okay. Please scan the QR code. If you cannot scan, please raise your hand or you can come forward. So always make sure that you regularly check your attendance both in the Tron class and the school system. The school regulation is you cannot more than 17 skip the or have the absence more than 17 hours. So if you are 18, so almost already 18, I don't think you need to come again because otherwise the school will fail you, not me because of the school. Okay, this is not because of me. But it is about the school. Okay, they automatically. So I don't know. I don't know who are you. I don't remember every name. So it's not about I'm subjective. No, but this is school. And don't complain about me about the attendance in the end of the semester because some of them I have absent 18 hours, but I get failed. So I cannot do anything because this is school stuff. Okay? And IB student, anyone cannot scan? IB student, anyone cannot scan? If you cannot scan, please raise your hand. Okay? Or you can come forward. If it's too far, you can come forward. All good? Let's move to SSM. SSM, please scan a QR code for the SSM student. Make sure that you scan successfully. All good for SSM? All good? So we come back to the battery. So the core idea of marketing philosophy is that a company should focus on what consumers want, rather than just on what it can produce. So actually, you need to focus on the consumers, and then the product needs to fulfill their needs. Okay? In the past, when production was challenging, companies focused on making products, and consumer often had to wait for them. But now it's different. We now have a lot of technology, a lot of products, so we need to listen to the customer. A famous example is Henry Ford's early cars, which only came in black. When Ford started offering cars in different colors, it marked a shift towards a consumer-focused approach. So before Henry Ford, the Ford's car, they focused on the black color car. And then when Ford started offering cars in different multicolors, they started to shift towards a consumer-focused approach. Okay, so this is the most important thing, the definition of the marketing. So we are talking about marketing. So what is it? So marketing is the process of moving finished goods from the producers to the consumers, bridging time and distance while making a profit for the effort involved in both production and marketing. So you can see here from the definition, marketing is really closely related with production. Of course, it's closely related with the other aspect, but they're closely related with the production. So marketing is the process of moving finished goods from producer to consumer, moving from factory to the consumers, bridging time and distance while making a profit, of course, because you need, this is not charity, you're not doing for free, this is not charity, so you need to make a profit for the effort involved in both production and marketing. Okay? So what is good marketing? So how you see, if you think about what is the good marketing, the good marketing need to be fulfill several aspects or several sectors. First, they need to fulfill the positive public image. So the company should present itself as responsible, eco-friendly, and a producer of high-quality goods and services. Okay? So if the company already have a bad image, most likely some of the product will not success. Well, in some country, I know that is a kind of that is in this world have like a kind of like a war between Palestine and the country in Palestine, and some of the product that not how to say following or how do you say not pro peacefulness, they will affect to the consumer, because nowadays consumers have a lot of demanding, so or maybe there is a it's not eco-friendly. The company using the very fast fashion. Fast fashion is like you can the product only long last for 3 years and then you need to buy a new one. This is fast fashion. Fast fashion is just like in Taiwan, if you go to the H&M or NAD, this is fast fashion brand. So you have only for 3 or 5, and then you need to, how do you say it, throw it away. But I think in Europe nowadays they no longer use the fast fashion, so they need to have the quality, high quality product for pretty much a long time. Okay. Clear objective: the company should aim to achieve goals like increasing sales, gaining market share, and make sure profit. Consistency and goodwill. So the company should aim to sell product consistently without engaging in aggressive competition to build long-term customer loyalty. So you nowadays it's not about like, please buy our product, please buy, you need to buy, we have a discount. No, not this kind of thing. No, we are now is trying to make a customer engagement more important than only selling the product. Okay, learn marketing strategy from Barbie movie. Okay. So this last year or 2 years ago, there is a very booming movie, the Barbie movie. So and then they have a pretty much a good strategy of the
to the big screen, and let me tell you, the build-up to this movie has been nothing but pure genius from a marketing perspective. And on this video, I'm going to be breaking down the marketing strategy Barbie is using to go viral and show you how you can execute the exact same strategy. Now, Barbie is using a psychological bias called the mere exposure effect. And this basically states that the more often we see something, the more likely we are to prefer it. So the more exposure Barbie gets, the more likely people are to watch the movie. So how exactly has the Barbie movie implemented the mere exposure effect? Basically, it's collaborations. And collaborations between organizations and movies isn't anything new, but the scale at which Barbie is doing it is extremely impressive. In just this movie alone, there's been some collaborations like a signature ice cream with Cold Stone, makeup with NYX, and even a console with Xbox. In fact, there was even a collab with Architecture Digest where Barbie herself, Margot Robbie, takes you inside the Barbie dream house, which, by the way, you can rent on Airbnb. What's even more impressive about the marketing with this movie, they created a viral social media trend where people were able to upload their very own Barbie poster. And they made this possible by creating a website that basically Barbifies any photo of yourself. They also released the Barbie soundtrack, which in my opinion is pretty fire. And who can't forget the global headlines Barbie made by creating a pink paint shortage. And as a result of all these efforts, the Barbie movie has provided a masterclass example of executing the mere exposure effect, because it seems like Barbie is everywhere. Now, whether it's selling a product or service or just promoting our personal brand, how can we implement this marketing strategy? One of the best ways.
Okay, so I will stop here. So, if you notice, one of the strategy of the Barbie movie is the mere exposure effect. So it means that more frequently you see things about Barbie. The Barbie iconic color is pink. It's already iconic, right? It's already pink, and we call it mere exposure effect. So more frequently, people see about this Barbie movie, they will keep in mind. Like basically, I didn't watch the movie, but when I fly, I took a plane. Fly back to my country. In the movie list there is a Barbie. Okay, and I said, okay, let's see what is Barbie. I did a half and then I didn't continue. But at least this is how they collaborate. So you can find Barbie everywhere. Even when I took a plane, the movie, there is a playlist about Barbie. And you can see there is a product collaborate with the Barbie, lipsticks, girls product, social media campaign, social media trend. Also have some products like lipstick and what else? Lipstick, and then there is a Barbie theme Xbox console and controller. Maybe some things about the Barbie. So where every time a lot of more frequently we attract see this product, we will more likely would like to know what is it. Okay, we call it mere exposure effect. So now we have to move in. This is a very much a good idea. So we have to more people nowadays. What is the most Zootopia, right? They have nowadays there's Zootopia too, right? I think a lot of people have the how to say kill the Zootopia too. And then before the Zootopia, I have a couple months ago I watched a movie about I forget. There's also oh, what is the blue? Lilo and Stitch. Lilo and Stitch. And then I watched Lilo and Stitch, and then I bought the souvenirs, and then you can buy in the. So this is a lot of on the time on the movie theater. I need to queue for a long time to get the Lilo and Stitch. I think it's pretty much okay. This is recall my childhood memory about Lilo because when I was elementary school, the first movie from the Disney Lilo and Stitch, it is the same things. 5 years ago when the Lion King have the Disney remake the Lion King into more realistic animation. So I would say that the vibe is also the same. So and the things. Well, this is we call it mere exposure strategy. Okay. Now we move to the how about bad marketing philosophy. We have good things and also we need to know about the bad thing. The good thing is, of course, you need to have a positive public image, clear objective, and consistency. How about the bad one? So the bad marketing philosophy arises when that work view is flawed, when the company prioritizes the wrong thing. Some typical philosophical misalignments, for example, marketing myopia is originally defined by Theodore Levitt. A marketing myopia is when a company is too focused on its own product or technology instead of seeing the underlying customer needs. So they are really focused on the technology or focused on the product, but they ignore another core aspect, more important aspect. Another concept of bad marketing philosophy is short-termism or gimmick-driven marketing. So this is when the marketing philosophy is built around quick wins, viral campaigns, shock value, artificial scarcity, rather than building long-term trust or real customer value. And this can damage brand reputation or backfire. So if everything going viral and then I think it's like Labubu is kind of the gimmick-driven marketing. Like the Labubu is going viral because of one of the K-pop members, like Pink Lisa, right? They just would like to take a selfie with the Labubu, and then the Labubu going viral, and everyone all over the world they would like to buy the Labubu, like the merchandise. Okay, and then nowadays I don't think. They don't do really good. And then Labubu nowadays, before they would like to have a long queue to buy, but now people are not really interested anymore. So we call it short-termism or gimmick-driven marketing. So they just go viral in a one time and then it's gone. Okay, so this is also not good marketing philosophy. Next one is insensitive or tone-deaf messaging. So a philosophy that treats social issue, diversity, or politics simply as a tool to generate buzz instead of honestly engaging can lead to serious backlash. Okay, so they have they are, for example, oh, buy this one because this is to campaign for the racist or discrimination. This is not good. So this is, we call it bad marketing philosophy. Buy this one because this is a local product. This is not import. This is our original. So this is also not good. Next one is unethical or manipulative marketing. So marketing that prioritizes persuasion at the cost of the consumer's well-being. For example, using fear, emotional manipulation, misleading claims can be philosophically problematic. For example, if I'm not mistaken, another car brands, they say that the lowest emission production, carbon dioxide, but actually when they're tested, the emission is still high, the carbon emission is, so this is misleading. So they use like, oh, our car using a very low carbon, how to say, low emission, produce low emission, good for environment, but at least, but in fact, it's not. So this is misleading. This is also bad marketing philosophy. No, another example. This is a real example for Domino. You know Domino, right? It's like a pizza. The kind of the one of the famous pizza, Domino Tattoo campaign. Let's take a look. What is it?
Pizza, the Russian
This is
arm.
amazing.
I know, got more than they bargained for in their latest promotion. The pizza chain promised 100 free pizzas each year for life, for 100 years or life, to any patron that tattooed their logo on a prominent body part. The chain has since had to halt the promotion after too many people started sending in photos of the new Domino's tattoos. Pretty funny. The first 350 people to submit their proof will still get their pizza, but anyone after that will just have to live with their new body art. They actually said, no, they actually said they said people that are in the process right now of getting them will live up to our.
But they announced it at noon, literally the day that it started.
They said it would have been 1 million people if they let it go. And then the moral of the story was people in Russia really like free food.
I don't know if that's just a Russian thing. You might have the
You
same
know, I think if you
thing
do it in the US, it would have happened. Millions. Plural.
You know what?
People are willing to desecrate their flesh.
I could see that I mean, I like the logo, and I think it's kind of funny, and I could almost, if I could find a place where it wasn't that obvious,
I don't know,
I
you
might
just
do
put
it.
it on with magic marker, because that's what I
No,
do.
you'd have to prove that it was real.
It's real.
But if there's ever a reason to get one, I mean, free pizza for life is
Pretty good.
not a bad idea.
Okay, so this has happened in Russia. This has happened in Russia. If you notice that there is a Domino tattoo campaign, okay? So this is happened. There is a Domino in Russia. They say that they have like a promotion, like if someone tattooed a Domino logo on themselves, they will get 100 free pizzas per year for life. So literally, you will get like a free pizza for the entire of your life. Okay? They just like talk to the talk, like okay, let's have this kind of promotion. But they didn't expect the Domino Russia didn't expect that a lot of people will do tattoo. They will really would like to tattoo with the Domino logos, and they have like they said at 350. If you notice in the video, more than 350 participated, and the campaign become financially unsustainable. So this is very stupid. Like they just like make a promotion without seeing the consequences. Just imagine that you need to feed 350 person with a free pizza every year. So it doesn't make any sense, right? So this is we call it bad marketing philosophy. So you just like just want to like how do you say it? We call it like a gimmick or short-term viral campaign and then shock value, and then it's gone. Okay, so this is not good thing. Okay, another thing is example of bad marketing philosophy is this one. They have like several things. Okay, so I have like the first one is Heineken is a beer, accused of racism after their bad marketing campaign. So they say that in the campaign, this lighter is better campaign. Heineken created an advertisement with its bartender slides a beer past 3 African American people at the bar. And it come to a stop in front of lighter skinned woman and the word sometimes lighter is better. So this, and the people assume that is like a racist and discrimination. So this is unethical things for the campaign. And then of course, Heineken need to say that public apologies about these things. Okay, this is also bad timing led to Milwaukee Bucks marketing campaign fail. Okay, let's Domino. So this is one of the famous Domino pizza tattoo marketing campaign too far. And then this one, the worst marketing campaign on Snapchat cost a platform 800 million. Slap Rihanna pants or punch Chris Brown. Okay. So when the mobile game app Would You Rather launched an advertisement campaign on the Snapchat, they made one of the worst marketing campaign mistakes. So one of the advertisement featured Rihanna and Chris Brown asking users if they would rather slap Rihanna or punch Chris Brown. I think it's Chris Brown. I think it's like they were a couple, right? And then they was have a more critic from their own fans. This one, H&M, monkey sweatshirt was a bad marketing idea from the start. So actually this is about racism. At the beginning of 2018, H&M launched a new collection of child or a kid sweatshirts on its UK website, and they went wrong during this campaign was the choice of the imagery. Okay? The retailer chose a product image that featured an African American boy wearing a sweatshirt with the words "coolest monkey in the jungle." So they were the coolest monkey in the jungle. It's very, very offensive. And the racist nature of relating African American people to monkeys has long dark history. And as global company, other incident they need to learn from the H&M, and of course they apologize. So this is kind of the example of how you need to be careful when you doing advertisement. Again, marketing is not about sales, but marketing is very, very big, including advertisement. So if you are doing the advertisement, you really need things to about ethical. Now it's 10 a.m., so we can take a break for 10 minutes. Come back later.